Hotfix while you're there to submit to a show, possibly. But tonight on Passion Project, we are jacking into the internet, or at least what Capcom thought the year 20XX would look like, with Mega Man Battle Network 1 by Phantom 5800 and their fantastic commentators, Rish and Ice Blue. We'll be going through the single segment route, and then after the run, Phantom is going to show up what the original endgame part of the run's route used to look like, along with some other goodies. And I'm joined by the Mega Man Battle Network crew right now, and let me just say thank you all so much, Phantom, Ice, and Rish, for being here with me tonight. How are you all doing, and how's your English? Because mine's bad.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm Phantom. I will be running the game, and I have also Rish and Ice with me.
Hello.
Hello, I am Rish.
Hello, I'm not Rish.
Thanks for that.
I need you to know how hard it is to say Mega Man Battle Network multiple times in like one breath.
Well, so
Mega Man Battle Network.
The title screen here says Rockman EXE. Technically,
it's true.
So we'll be getting into this shortly. I will have Rish and Ice kind of explain the core mechanics while I attempt a RNG manipulation.
Wait, it says square smiley face 7 something J-I.
Yeah.
And there's a 5 there's a 5 below it.
All right, this must be Battle Network 5, so.
Yeah, it's BN5, yeah.
Looks about right.
I'm gonna give a countdown, and Rish and Ice can talk about like what I'm doing at the start here. So let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good luck, have fun.
All right, so beginning of the game, all of the Battle Network games do have a tutorial, completely unskippable. Very sad. We're all disappointed every time we have to go through it. However, one of the neat and fun, quirky aspects of BN1 is that the tutorial has a random draw at the end. So Phantom is attempting to jack in at a very specific point. He'll also be doing a bunch of specific steps in the second tutorial fight to advance RNG to hopefully get a better draw for that last tutorial fight.
I'm likely
essentially
a couple frames late.
Like it's a big setup here, so we can try and like manipulate the first like net encounters and try to get as least amount of like net encounters as possible. Because this game does not have a flee option like the other Battle Network games. Your flee option is chips.
All right, let's see what I get. I mean, that's something.
not the worst thing. The ideal draw you'd love to see here would be 3 cannons. The fight would be over already. However, we're usually okay with an easy 2-turn option.
Yeah, ideally you get 3 cannons and the fight's just instantly over, but it is what it is. We have like it's 2 frames and they're not next to each other.
Yeah. Battle Network has a fun quirk with the shuffling algorithm where basically every other frame looks very similar to each other, but the even versus odd frames can look wildly different.
Yeah, so this is the internet. This is exactly what the internet looks like. I don't know what anyone else has to say about that.
Yeah, so early on, realistically what we're trying to do right now is we're trying to find a missing Mr. Prague for our friend Glide, who we just talked to. But along the way, we're going to get a bunch of these random virus encounters. And Phantom's going to be hoping to get some draws to quickly deal with them. Cannons, mostly mini bombs, are okay. We're also hoping to get some random drops of other battle chips, both for story-related purposes, as well as to be adding to our folder later on. This is one of those chips we want to add to our folder.
Yeah. It's nice to get shockwaves. We don't necessarily need it to get it off of RNG drops, but I'll take it. I'll take this too.
Our favorite, the escape chip. The only way to leave a fight outside of just beating it. In Battle Network 1 anyway.
Yeah. Battle Network 2 and on added the ability to run away from fights, but in BN1 we have to draw the chip that says you can run away. Which means we need to clutter our folder with battle chips that are multiple copies of Escape. Just to have that better chance.
Just run.
Uh-huh.
I don't see how that Metar is going to chase you down.
True. Okay.
Yeah,
and
so
that happens.
the unfortunate thing is that the drop table for a lot of battle chips is a coin flip. It's basically 50% chance to get Zenny, which is the money in this game, or 50% to get a battle chip. So
I can't believe Mom burnt the meatloaf.
It's fine. We can jack.
Can't believe her.
This is what your smart oven looks like, by the way.
Yeah, we can just jack into the oven. It's fine. That's how you put out the fires.
It's how I'd, fix everything. Just shove my phone into it.
That's like the best way to solve all problems. So, guard is actually an example of a random chip that we otherwise don't have the ability to get from like a set location. The reason that that's good is there comes a point later in the run where we have to have 60 chips in our library, and there's only about 50 or so that we can guaranteed get in reasonable amount of time. So the first guard, definitely a very good drop. Second one, not so much, but
Yeah. The rare 7 rank guard drop.
25%.
But yeah, this is basically the first dungeon of the game. Be picking up a bunch of things along the way. If you are familiar with the later BN games, you will notice that the colors on the mystery data are meaningless in this game.
Yeah, we love being able to pick up purple mystery data without an unlocker and green mystery data that aren't random.
So you're gonna be seeing Phantom kind of like moving back and forward, like on each like the battle tiles. What they're doing there is basically like resetting the animation for Mega Man's like Buster Shot. Otherwise, you have like a long animation for Mega Man to like pull out the Buster, fire, and then like reset his like animation itself. But by moving different tiles, it essentially just resets the firing animation, which allows you to just shoot super fast.
The only exception to that is when you are right in front of an enemy, you can essentially mash the Buster faster than you would if you were to essentially pepper your steps back and forth like that.
Yep.
Fun fact, that's actually based on your rapid stat. So if your rapid was maxed, you could do the same thing from the back row.
That's fine. Begrudgingly. Normally, I would have gotten like 2 shockwaves, but that's fine.
So this is the first boss of the game, Fireman. He basically just moves 3 times, and then he picks an attack to use. Typically, our strongest battle chip right now is swords, which starting off with 2 of them was a very good start.
He's just a glorified candle.
Yeah, kind of.
Another small detail that is specific to Battle Network 1 is in later games, the flinching for a boss is done based on the attack that is used. But in Battle Network 1, each enemy has a certain amount of damage they can take before flinching. So that's why every battle chip flinches Fireman as long as you do more than 30 damage to him at a time.
Unfortunately, the higher level versions of Fireman still have that, that flinch rate.
Yeah, the flinching threshold varies wildly from 30 on a couple bosses to over 100 on some of the later ones. And I'm also just took a quick detour to grab a second escape chip. As we mentioned, we're going to be littering our folder with as many of those as possible.
Yep.
I mean, we also went to visit Yai, right?
Who?
Yeah, and use their telephone.
Yeah. It's basically like her entire purpose.
No, she's there to give you $10,000 later.
True.
Just like she gives you $10,000 in BN2 and
We love our rich friends.
So this is a classic in Battle Network. Talk to everyone. And then Yai gets in the way.
Make sure we don't fight Gutsman.
Yep.
Not yet, anyway.
we do at least want to bully Gutsman at some point.
It's
It is actually a requirement in this game,
Yeah.
unfortunately, to get access to the second internet area. He's put a lock on it for some reason.
It should be a requirement every game.
On BN3, it's
Dex
faster
just-
to lose to Gutsman.
True.
Dex just deserves to be like bullied. No, like no offense to Dex, but it's just his character is just he's the I'm a big strong buddy, but then is like scared of like somebody crumpling paper.
Well, this is school, by the way.
Yeah, that's how I remember school.
I hope
This
everyone.
music track actually kind of slaps.
I hope everyone in
is what
chat
the
knows
final
Japanese.
But yeah, I swear this should be the final comp theme. It's
Yeah.
like actually the motif, I think, of the title screen for Battle Network 1, which is why it feels that
Yeah,
way.
I think so.
But yeah, so it's going to be these number doors. We have to input a password. Some of them are set in stone. Like the first one was 9, which I think is the question is how many desks there are in class 5A or something. Some of the doors are quote unquote random, which we have to do a very specific pattern to figure out the answer to, but that'll be the next door after this one. I wish I remembered all of the questions. I think this
Yeah,
one's something
I don't
like
know
how
what any of
many-
them are.
Something like how many encyclopedias are there in the library?
Who even knows that?
You're supposed to explore and talk
yeah.
to everything, Ice.
Wait, you want me to learn?
No. Oh, it's a B-coded sword, of
Learning,
course it
that'd be
is.
silly.
This fight is a good example of why we want to draw escape. Nice.
Of course.
The third guard.
Yep.
So the strategy here for these random doors is it tells you when one of the digits is correct and which digit is correct. So what we do is we put in the number 43, and then based on that, it tells you if it's higher or lower. So you increase the first digit by 2 and the second digit by 1, or decrease it. And you keep doing that pattern until you basically get one digit right, and then you only switch the other one by 1 every so often until you get the answer.
That's
Aw.
sad.
It's an awkward draw. Plus it.
Yeah. Let's
That's
wait for them
sh-
to.
Someone in chat earlier mentioned how this was their 5th Battle Network game that they played. And when they finally got around to playing Battle Network 1, they were surprised by how low the HP values were for everything. And I'm out here like, I went from 6th Gregor to this in high school. And it was less a, why is everything so
Error,
like,
by
low
the way.
valued? It was more of a, it was more like, why do I have to use a battle chip for escaping? why is and we were talking about this in the green room, how like Battle Network 2 also still has the escape chip, even though you had mentioned you have the runaway mechanic. It's just the escape chip, I guess, guarantees the ability to escape from the battle, but still, it's obnoxious.
So I had an escape, by the way.
Yeah. So Phantom,
we're fishing for a random chip here.
Yeah, I was fishing for Time Bomb 1.
Yeah.
Just picked up Quake 1A, which is one of the stronger ships we'll have for the early game. But Phantom will also be picking up a bunch of random chips that are also already in the library. That's because we're going to be utilizing the chip trader later to hopefully get us some more random chips, and we're just picking up the fodder.
Phantom, how long ago was that run where you pulled like 3 random like Quake 3 chips?
That was in January.
That was definitely a run of all time.
That was a great run.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fish for another Quake.
Yeah. Unfortunate. It's fine. I also picked up a Spreader J. I don't normally grab that, but I did not get very many shockwaves.
Error, by the way. This is our teacher, by the way.
Yeah, they got kidnapped. Fun fact, if you swag talk to them, Miss Mari also turns her back to you. Because that's how swag talking works in this game for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't talk about this, but one of the mechanics of the folder shuffling algorithm is that it is more likely to leave chips in the same spot that they started in than it is to move to a different spot, essentially. So by keeping chips near the top of our folder, we're more likely to draw them. And so Phantom does some extra sorts to get certain chips to the top. So for example, on Fireman, we sorted by attack to get our swords up there. Numberman's a bit of a bully and likes to stay at the back all the time. So instead of using swords, we have to use literally anything but swords. And so we sorted by code instead to try and go through our folder a bit faster.
Yeah, around 250 HP, he'll be a little bit different. It won't spawn balls.
The number balls.
Just get rid of these.
The best we can do with swords is just smack the obstacles so that they're not in our way.
God.
So I heard you wanted another sword.
Uh-huh. That's definitely what I want. This is typical Numberman, by the way. Nothing unusual here.
This is actually pretty standard. Just one chip at a time. Now he's going to start spawning time bombs and these number dice, which we want to destroy. The number dice can potentially roll 6 and deal a ton of damage to us, so. 2 chips at once? What are you, a magician?
I'm cheating.
Whoa, cheating. I can't be here.
Yeah, you know, just typical things. I can't do 10 damage before that explodes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's kind of what you expect from Numberman, to be fair. When you gold Numberman in a run, you kind of expect that you'll never see that again.
It's kind of a miracle.
You also are probably on like a 3-minute PB pace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My PB has a 726 Numberman, by the way. And typically, you're pretty happy with a 9-minute time.
So like all true friends here, we're just gonna break into our friends' house and just jack into their like, you know, pianos or like wall like security
pianos,
systems.
GameCubes, and telephones and stuff.
As you do.
Yeah.
Speaking of the GameCube, someone brings up network transmission, which was basically Battle Network 1.5.
Ooh, hello.
If you can, in terms of like canon.
Yeah, between 1 and 2.
Very, very difficult. Yeah, it was very difficult, and I know that there was a speedrunner of it at some point.
Yep.
Zelo. Shout out to Zelo.
Yeah.
I got all of the notes from Zelo a couple weeks ago.
I've run that game ever. It is a really weird difficulty curve where it goes from being really, really hard at the beginning, and then you get like all of the tools, and it just becomes like, haha, I can kill everything.
Yeah. Yeah, his notes were actually just his comments for his SDA submission.
Oh, wait, this is my favorite. This is my favorite fight in the game here. Let's go.
Bully.
I hate Gutsman.
This is Gutsman. He does little shockwaves at you every 3 or 4 moves.
He's doing the thing.
He decides whether to come to the front and punch you if you're available, or break one of your rows and ruin all of your hopes and dreams.
All right, Gutsman, what are you gonna do? Thanks.
Again.
Oh no! Uh-oh.
They'll come back.
Area locked. Yeah. Also, fun fact, the reason we had to jack into the piano is because Dex requires a recover 50L or something for us to fight him.
Yep.
And there's a infinitely regenerating Recov 50L in Male's piano comp.
I mean, if I was Dex, I would have to, recover 50 Ls.
Yeah.
I feel like Dex is just coded to be the trope of like best friend who never wins against main character.
Yeah.
It's like for my folks out there who like Yu Yu Hakusho, he's the Kuwabara of the series.
At least Kuwabara had a sword. Dex has... I don't even know what Dex has.
He's got guts, man.
Yeah.
He's got hammers
I guess.
and punches.
He punches really hard.
Yep.
Dex's hair is shaped like a sword.
Also, you might be wondering why Phantom is just randomly talking to like a door. So by talking to that door, it actually resets the encounter like threat level. So we're able to. There's like a step counter like in this game that like tracks like when it gives you an encounter, and by talking to that door, it actually resets it back to 0.
Yep. There's a few different ways that can be done. Coming up, there's basically an entryway to someone else's comp that does the same thing. Obviously, area transitions will reset that as well.
Amber, I really wanted to say like a Kuwabara line, but like I don't think my voice could handle it right now.
Oh God.
You're a Messi.
No, it's...
Oh.
Well, no. Like, there's a scene where he's like, feels like he's being forgotten about because like Hiei and Yusuke are treating him as useless, and he's like, did everyone forget about me? Because I'm Kuwabara, and in case you forgot, I've got a sword. And I wanted to say that in response to you saying, well, at least he's got a sword. It's like, no, Kuwabara is a genuinely cool character, but like Dex has big, like, early Yu Yu Hakusho Kuwabara series, like,
that's why I made that
energy.
comment, because of that whole line right there.
Okay, thank you.
I love Yu Yu Hakusho. Like, I've watched that series like 5-6 times now. It's so good.
It's like my favorite anime. But no, like it's it's like it's such a commonly like watched shonen from like way back in the day that I could sit there and like make comparisons when I'm trying to explain the trope of a character. It's like, yeah, it's like this character, or like,
Thank you, Sorties.
Oh God. Battle Network 2 has the airport bathroom.
Yep.
You're not wrong. There's a lot of weird things that we like put Mega Man in this series. It's
The toilet.
Y'all keep
A
talking.
dog.
Y'all keep talking about BN2, and we're gonna make Rish submit BN2.
There is a submission for PAX, so here's hoping.
But also
do you
for
mind if I bring up PAX?
but
Yeah,
also
go
for
for it.
Passion Project.
Yeah, so Gamesdonequick is going to be returning to PAX West. That's going to be running from August 29th to September 1st. You can still submit your runs for another couple of days. You have to submit them by July 27th for a chance to showcase your run live in Seattle. Selected runners will receive an event badge. If you want more information, you can visit gdq.gg/submit for more information. If you are from the West Coast and you are planning to go to PAX West anyways, you should definitely submit. Even if you're not from the West Coast and you're just interested in going to PAX West, but maybe the cost of the ticket price is like out of the question for you, submit and shoot your shot. Like we're shooting these shots all over this boss.
This is Stone Man, by the way.
Yep.
Lots of rocks.
Yeah, just big blockhead. Doesn't really do much other than just punch the ground and summon these rock cubes.
Yep. He summons the rock cube, which can get in your way, which can be kind of annoying, blocking your main source of damage, which is these little pellets. Other than that, just summons a bunch of rocks. There might
Sometimes
be
a laser.
later on.
I was gonna say, we're gonna see a laser.
Oh, there it is. Oh, no, never mind.
That kid knows the lore better, but there's like this really funny, I think it's like a Game Facts post about like, someone's just like, how do I dodge Stone Man's laser? I don't know what to do about that attack. It's just like,
Oh, we didn't see it. Oh well, that's fine.
Stone Man stood still so Nightman could occasionally hop forward one space. Thank you, chat. The love of this series in chat, like whenever I've had this on, whether it's been a special or on an episode of a show, has always come really strong from chat. Like, thank y'all for being here. And if y'all want to see more Mega Man Battle Network stuff, or just more Mega Man in general, do submit to Hotfix, whether it's my show or other shows in the Hotfix ecosystem, if you will, the Hotfix series, because we've got stuff like we've done Archipelago before it was like fully publicly released. Mega Man Battle Network 3 has an Archipelago randomizer, and that works really well for Skybills' show, Random Number Generator, which runs on Tuesdays. So if you're part of the Battle Network community, or part of the Mega Man community in general, you should submit stuff if you want to listen to chat's demands for more Mega Man Battle Network.
So what are we doing right now, actually? What's the story? I don't know.
We're robbing this vending machine.
Dad wanted to talk to us, and as always, he's actually just like not there. So basically right now we're going and robbing government machines while we
there's important information in there. We need it. As a 10-year-old, you know.
Like High Cannon J.
High Cannon J, yeah. Lots of random
High Cannon. And then we're gonna, steal from Dad's personal computer.
We're leaving a message with his Mr. Prague, and then we're also gonna go and grab his access code so we can come back here later. The reason for that is actually because we're going to quickly enter this area, and then we can actually use this as a starting place to enter the internet from in Internet Area 3 rather than Internet 1. So,
Yo, Phantom, go fight Shark Man.
He's not there. He won't be there for like an hour.
So we left a message with our dad, and then he emails us like, sorry, I missed you, and sends us a power-up as thanks. We didn't quite talk about power-ups. That's one of the ways that we can boost our net battling capabilities. Basically, Mega Man has 3 different buster stats: attack, rapid, and charge. They each control different aspects of the buster. Attack being how much damage it deals, rapid how fast you can shoot, charge being your ability to actually charge the buster, which currently we don't have the ability to. So power-ups will be useful because it's going to make us stronger, but also because of the level system. We do have to reach level 30 later on for story reasons as well.
Yep.
Can't believe somebody dried up the fountain at school. Kind of a hooligan.
Oh, it's empty? I didn't
Yeah.
even notice.
Yeah, it's empty.
That makes sense.
Better than it being filled up with grape soda, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
Grape soda's
That would
pretty good.
It would be pretty good. You're not wrong.
I would take a sip.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
I'm
gonna
sure
go.
there's quite a few
Am I
people
the only
who
one?
would take a sip.
I feel like I'm the only one who does not like grape soda because it smells like cough syrup to me.
I get
That's
that.
fair.
We're gonna go gambling, by the way.
Yeah, gambling.
All right, here's how many random chips are we gonna get?
Let's go gambling. Aw, dang it.
Not.
Aw, dang
Oh,
it.
dang it.
Yes.
Sad.
Oh dang it!
Oh, man.
Oh dang it!
Eh,
Oh dang it!
Oh, no.
it's fine. Hey, that's useful.
Oh, wait. That's
Uh,
useful.
It's not
Saves a
random,
Pickup.
which I'll
Saves a
probably
pickup
still do
later.
anyway.
Yeah. Why couldn't
Aw,
it have been
dang it.
F-coded? Imagine.
If it was F-coded, that would have been really good. I'm gonna put this in my folder real quick and then do another trader.
Yeah, so it takes 3 chips to put into the chip trader. We get a random one back.
Oh,
Well, that's not random.
No, but I'll
boy.
take it.
that
a
is
really
a nice chip to
good
get
chip.
very early.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's Fighter Sword. Unlike the swords that normally can only hit the front, Fighter Sword has a reach of all 3 panels, so we can hit enemies even in the back with it.
Yeah, so you'll also notice that we're skipping every single cutscene, even things that don't look like cutscenes normally.
Yeah, I had to teach him like a week ago that the entering the metro line is actually a cutscene that you can skip. Only in Battle Network 1, not 2 or 3 though.
Yep.
Saves like 1 to 2 seconds every trip.
Unreal.
The things you learn randomly. Let's
so we're
just
just gonna-
take our dad's ID.
Yeah.
It's just there.
So we're gonna do like what every 10-year-old does, and we're just gonna go steal from dad again and steal his ID card so we can access the other parts of the government building.
We need to get into the waterworks because us as a 12-year-old have to figure out why the water isn't running.
yeah.
Is land 12 at this point?
I think so. 12 or 13. We could be 11. I don't know.
This is Dr. Freud.
A custom NPC.
looks a little rough.
I'm sure he's not important.
It looks a little rough.
Well, his son's been kidnapped. We don't know that yet, though.
During the epilogue of Battle Network 3, he has his 12th birthday around that time, so he's actually like at least 11. right
Okay,
now.
yeah, he's 11. I'm still calling him
Yeah,
a
he's
10-year-old.
11.
It's like Ash. Ash is still 10 after like 38 years of Pokemon.
Yeah.
I mean, Lan is still 12 by the end of BN6. So, like, in the span of, like, I guess at best 2 years, he saves the world 6 times. Like,
Which is wild
Oh, yeah.
because like each Battle Network, it like shows him like finishing school.
yeah, I know, right? BN2
like, he
is
finishes
summer
school.
break. BN5
He
is
finishes
summer
school
break.
like 5 times and he's still 12.
Oh no, excuse me. BN5 is actually not summer break. BN5 is, oh no, this evil organization has taken over the internet, so we're gonna shut the school down. So what we just did was we talked to the waterworks guy. He said everything's fine, don't worry about it. So we don't trust him. We go hide in our dad's lab until after hours, and then we go back in to figure out what's up ourselves.
Also ice physics.
Yeah, we love ice physics in games.
The ice physics in this section are like, I don't think Capcom was like expecting people to go diagonal in this game. Because like the ice physics in this section skip so much of like all the like supposedly like required sections, and it's really funny.
For the most part, the puzzles are kind of like forced, you know, but there's one map in particular that, yeah, it's just like you literally just skip the entire puzzle because they didn't realize you could just actually go in cardinal directions, basically. So this is where we really start to want escape because our folder isn't amazing.
Yeah.
And these enemies have 100 health, which can be really hard to eat through.
Shout outs to Water Tower, by the way.
There's an escape.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about the add mechanic because the tutorial doesn't force you to use it, but Battle Network 1's is different than being 2 or 3. It's basically just sacrifice a turn and you get 5 chips, extra chips at the start of the next turn, and you can do it up to 2 extra times for a total of 15 chips. The moment you take from those extra chips though, or just in general from the custom screen with extra chips, it goes back down to the regular 5. So it's not permanent, and honestly, it's kind of bad. We only do it on fights where we don't get a draw, and then pray to draw escape or something on the second turn.
Yep.
Or third turn if you're really unlucky.
Currently, we have 4 escapes in the folder, by the way. I have Fire Tower. Maybe this will be okay.
Someone was asking which is worse, Waterworks or Power System. I'm gonna go with Power Plant.
As a dungeon power plant, for sure.
Yeah, as a dungeon power plant.
The encounters
Nice,
in this comp are, well, the encounters can be really bad in power plant.
Power Plant's encounters are terrifying.
Yeah, just a little bit.
But has everyone forgotten about traffic comp being actually awful? It's not a traffic comp. It's the overworld in the traffic comp section.
Wait till you see traffic comp when we get there.
I'm looking forward to
I
it.
honestly half expected you to still get Tri-Arrow.
I went the wrong way. I'm not used to getting one on the way. I'm so confused as to where I am.
Didn't know if you turned the nozzle or not.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, one of the things with this is you got to turn the nozzles, which runs the water, and then water can melt the ice. So we turn it on and back off.
Yep.
Every time we talk to that, it does a map change sort of and resets your step counter, which can be nice. So these comps can be pretty like encounterless for the most part.
They can be.
Can also just get really unlucky and get encounters every 2 steps.
Yep.
Because the way Battle Network works, if you hold down the B button, your threat level increases faster.
Yep. It's you move 1 pixel every frame, essentially, or 1 coordinate, excuse me. It's not necessarily pixels. Every frame, and then holding B lets you run, which doubles your move speed, but also doubles the rate at which you get encounters. So,
Yep.
fun fact, the double encounter rate is tied to holding the B button, not actually to you running, which is useful in later games, but
Is it just 5 and 6, or does 4 have auto run also?
it's just 5 and 6, sadly.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I don't think 4 has auto run.
To be fair, I wouldn't actually know because we don't get encounters anyway, but
Yeah. Not in 4.
pretty sure it's not in 4.
There's encounters in 4?
1. You gotta get your guard 1A.
I just remember the chip folder.
Yep.
I'll wait for the cloud to move.
Yeah.
I have a fighter sword, I think, right? Oh, no.
No.
There's a fire tower.
See?
Nice.
Works every time. Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
So
Okay.
that was Cloudier, right?
No, it's the first
Which-
one. Cloudier's the one you
Oh,
buy.
So that's
Cloudier's the tier 2 one.
okay. I didn't know you buy the tier 2 one. Good to know. So that is a random chip. Gonna add M cannon, 120 damage. And we just performed a skip known as Polar Bear Skip. Normally, there's a really difficult virus that we're forced to fight there to melt the ice on the water filtration system. Instead, what we do is we open the folder menu on the same frame that the cutscene triggers, close the folder menu to start the cutscene, but then re-enter the folder menu to, get out of the cutscene. without the fight triggering. And then as a result, we are able to skip over an incredibly annoying fight. And now there's grape soda in the fountain.
Ooh. Yo, chat, hydrate.
There's grape soda in that area also.
That dead guy drank the grape soda, so it's not healthy grape soda.
He's not dead. I'm sure he's just sleeping.
I think he's just had his fill of grape soda. You know?
Yeah.
He's definitely taking a nap.
I mean, I definitely need to lay down when I've had too much carbonated drink, honestly.
So it turns
Forbidden grape soda.
So it turns out that the problem wasn't with the waterworks being frozen. It's that the water filtration system was broken, and so freezing it actually meant that the water didn't flow out, but at least it wasn't bad water.
Yep. Oops.
So now we have to go and fix our own mistakes by actually solving the problem. And this is why you don't let 11-year-olds fix things.
And if you liked Waterworks the first time, the second time is a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
But we get to see some new rooms.
True. Yeah. So what happened was the guy who we were talking about earlier, whose kid got kidnapped, one of our classmates was just like, hey, I heard that this kid got kidnapped, and he's like near the the school or something, and he's just like in that car. So we open the door and he just rolls out.
It's like isn't it like the only car in the entire like section?
Yeah, I think so.
It's just like a conveniently placed car there.
It's just been there the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, and you could totally have looked in the window and saw a kid probably napping in the back seat and maybe raised some questions, Lan, but
No.
especially since this kid's supposed to be like in your grade too. But anyway, I digress. He had the handle program that we need to turn one of these nozzles to get to a different area coming up. So now instead of going to the water, filtration system or whatever, we can go to the other part of the comp.
You say that like
The fact that we need a program to access a water handle is actually kind of asinine.
Yeah.
you say that kid is like in our class, but like that kid doesn't have like a name. He's just another one of the same like copy pasted NPCs across the classroom.
Yeah, it's the same generic kid model. That said, if you watch the anime, Freud's kid is technically actually special and is like a key, character in the entire story.
Yeah. Only in the anime.
Only in the anime.
I remember the anime.
I have the
It's
first
sure
season
something.
on DVD.
I have a few episodes of the first season on DVD. Specifically the one that involves like Snake Man, I think.
Interesting.
Something about Lan wanting to get a purse for his mom and ends up in a video game.
I remember very briefly Capcom allowed like the first season on their YouTube, and I don't think it's there anymore.
Yeah,
but like
it was there with the launch of the Legacy Collection.
yeah,
Briefly, and then it was like even like high quality versions or something like that too. But alas, they're not there anymore.
Yeah.
Nice draw.
It's a 2-turn draw.
Like they clearly have like the recordings, like they have them in high quality. Please re-release a collection of the anime, like the old like uncut version, like the Japanese version with English subs, please. Someone says all I need is English dub Mr. Match. Wasn't he like made Scottish?
Yep. Oh yeah.
For some
He
reason?
was.
Yep.
In the 4Kids dub?
Scottish Mr. Match is my hero.
By the way, this is the room we were talking about earlier. That is like there's like a whole like gigantic puzzle about this room. But there's like two like particular like pixels we could stand on here, and we just skip the entire puzzle.
Yep. By going up, we kind of skip right between two holes that you would normally fall into, and lands us right next to, I think it's either a power-up or a...
Yeah, it's a power-up.
Okay, it's a power-up, yeah. And exactly where we also need to be to turn on the water to get out of the area. Luckily, the encounter rate in that other room is also really good, I think because they wanted you to be able to figure out the puzzle. Of course, they can't do that for the rest of the comp, but I digress. But you basically never get an encounter in that comp because of how good the encounter rate is.
Yep. I don't think I've ever seen an encounter in there if I did it correctly. Nice.
Honestly, escape draws weren't the worst
No.
this time around.
Okay, corner.
Yeah.
Sort by attack. We did buy a chip, which is a Lex Sword, which is what we're heavily looking for. I guess we never talked about the category, but we'll talk about that after this.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We did not need to escape chips game. Not now.
Yeah, the escapes are like near the bottom of the folder, but of course they have to come to the front because they, need to be seen.
Hey, Iceman.
So
Hey.
yeah, Iceman likes to put these ice cubes up that block your path. We can honestly take the damage and not care too much.
Yeah.
We mostly just want to be bustering him as much as possible, though, because our buster is already doing 4 damage per shot. This is most of our damage at this point.
He'll walk into it.
Nice.
That was actually pretty. Yeah, that was actually pretty good to Iceman fight.
Yeah.
We
bad.
were hoping to draw Lexord, which would do double damage because Alec beats Aqua.
Yep.
Be like
Shout outs
260
to
damage.
the NPC. I forget the name. Alec Man's controller. He just has like this like glowing like electric aura around him 24/7. Just
Oh my god,
love
I
Count
know
Zap.
exactly what you're
Yeah,
talking
counts up.
We
about.
love
Count
Count
Zap,
Zap,
thank you.
who is in jail and then forces his wife to have to teach classes in PN6 to stay afloat.
Yep.
It's amazing. So now we're going shopping, I think for Yai's birthday is the whole concept here. And so we're going with our good friend Mail to Dentown, which is Amber's favorite location.
My worst nightmare. Okay, so Dentown is 4 different maps that all look very nearly identical. So if you are terrible at navigation in isometric games, this will not help that whatsoever.
It's just
And,
4
I'm
or
gonna-
5 maps that all have
yeah. Please save.
fair save. This comp has dangerous enemies and like a 28% chance at getting an encounter, so but
Yeah,
we
the-
needed that power up.
The viruses in there do, I think it's 200 damage per hit.
And we
Sounds
have
about
200 health.
220.
That's wild, especially considering that's like Miss Mari's twin sister's classroom.
It's it's just subtle foreshadowing that maybe, just maybe, she's evil. So yeah, I did briefly mention this, but the category is single segment, which basically means we can't go back to the title screen for any reason. That means no saving and resetting. That means no saving and then dying and reloading your save. Obviously, for the purposes of a showcase run, there will be safety saves, and Phantom will be trying to keep it single segment as much as possible. But some fights are really dangerous. That's why you saw them save just before Iceman. Technically, that fight can go awry. We also
I
just
love,
picked up Quake.
I love Skullman's operator.
Mew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mew's great.
So, Skullman likes to fire these little fire things at you, and then he throws his hands at you as well. You can also see that we're now charging our Buster because we put 1 point in charge. If we wait long enough, we can make our Buster do, I think it's like 64 damage at this point. Not a bad draw.
It's not bad.
And then basically one more buster shot and a couple pellets. We're good.
Nice.
Nice skull, man. Hero Sword definitely helps. We will be coming up on a break very, very shortly here in like 30 seconds, actually.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
I won't skip the cutscene.
We have to watch a very
But this isn't a very important cutscene.
I will not skip it. I will not skip it. I'm not pressing start.
This is a very important cutscene.
Go ahead and count us in whenever you want us to pause the timer.
Oh, no. The lights.
All right.
Now we're good.
I'll jack in and then we can pause when I have finished jacking in here. So we'll do 3, 2, 1, and then I'll wait for the spawn, I guess. That's faster than I thought. And pause.
All right, folks, we're going to take a quick wellness break before we start the traffic comp section. So I just want to remind everyone that we do have some other communities alongside Hotfix. That includes Black in a Flash. They're a community that uplifts and connects Black speedrunners of all levels, hosting special events throughout the year to raise money for charity and celebrate Black voices in the speedrunning scene. If you want to learn more or apply to get involved at gdq.gg/BAF, you can also follow their Blue Sky via @blackinaflash.bsky.social for the latest updates. So we'll be right back after this short intermission, and we'll be tackling the traffic. All right, everyone, welcome back to episode 48 of Passion Project, where we are the best place on Twitch to show the world what you love the most in speedrunning and gaming. I just want to say, everyone, thanks for sitting tight during that wellness break there, and thank you for supporting GDQ with your subs, your Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and your bits, because your contributions do help keep our shows running. So if you are enjoying this stream, consider subscribing for exclusive emotes, ad-free viewing, and access to chat during replays, and you can always support the stream by sharing the GDQ channel with your friends. I'm joined by Phantom, Rich, and Ice Blue as we're gonna play with the traffic computer here and solve the car wrecks that are going on. Go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, I know this is Amber's favorite comp. We talked about this earlier.
Okay, no. Now that I've been reminded of the horrors of Power Plant, no, that is the worst comp. I hate this overworld, though. This overworld sucks.
That's fair. I'll give a quick countdown and we can resume the timer here and talk about what traffic control is all about. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, so basically the goal of these comps is basically it's a giant circle, and we're trying to get the traffic light switched to red by the time we reach the end. Ultimately, it's mostly just kind of simple puzzles that involve switching blue to red to light up one of the paths. If the paths aren't lit up, you can't follow them, so.
But also be ready to hear this little intro jingle for the rest of your life.
Yep, there we go. There's the encounter. One minor thing, I don't know if it's even worth talking about, but you'll notice that if I have to open the menu, I do it on corners when I'm about to turn.
Yes. The goal of that is it saves a turn frame. So when you're moving Mega Man, every frame of movement obviously is a frame of movement, but when swapping directions, the game takes a frame to swap the sprite, essentially, and switches you from, whichever direction you're facing. So that's a waste of a frame. If you do it at the same time that you open the menu, it technically saves a frame. So gotta save all the frames.
Okay. Not bad. I did get a bubbler early. There's a BMD in here for a bubbler, but I just was able to skip because of that.
Time save.
And then I didn't draw escape anyway, so it gets the time save, but that's fine.
It's just how this game works.
Yep.
So
Okay, though, you got the
Oh.
So we saved the first area, and then we go and basically the World 3's plan here was cause all these problems and then try and sell people on the fix, right? Because that's a good way to do things, is create a problem and then sell the fix to people. based on that, we fix the first comp, and then we, an 11-year-old, go and talk to all of these adults and say, don't worry, we're gonna fix it. And they're like, oh, okay, you're right. We don't have to worry about this anymore.
Yep, I put my faith in this 11-year-old boy.
Why wouldn't
Fun
you?
fact, the girl that you talk to there, not Maddie, Colorman's operator, the other girl is straight up just like, you're right, I don't even have a license. And it's just like, they're like trying to sell you some like car parts or something to fix this. And it's just like, why were you here?
True. Oh, unlucky. I really wanted Wave, but that's fine. We have a few Sonic Waves.
Chips. I was gonna say, you got 2 extras.
Yeah,
They're decode, but
that's fine.
that's a 5th escape if I'm not mistaken. Oh,
That is the 5th one, yeah.
dangerous. So, these viruses can be very spooky. They essentially charge up slowly but surely over time. And once they finish charging, they release a wave that does a lot of damage.
Oh,
How many
guard.
of these are you gonna get? That's like your 5th or 6th guard.
You know, it's what it is.
the game's just telling you to block.
If only Guard
you
was like good
tried?
in this game.
I know, right?
I was gonna say, I remember Guard being like usable in later Battle Networks. I just remember not being very good in this one in particular.
Yeah.
I think even BN2 guard is like decent, but I think it's just that the data on like how long the shield lasts in this game is just like, you have to be so perfect with the timing, and the damage you get out of it is negligible.
Yep.
Well, see, the problem with Guard and BN2 is that if you use it once, it gives you like 1 billion points towards shield style.
Yep. It's amazing.
Oh yeah. I like it in 6 at least early game when that's what everything is dropping.
Swing
Yeah.
and a miss, Phantom.
Because the reflector chip in BN6 is actually, what was it? It like basically moves 1 panel per frame.
Okay.
Nice. You have 3 of them, I mean.
Yeah. Oh, I have more chips to put in. That's fine. We are fully loaded on escape chips now.
Unless the chip trader blesses us.
Yep, which can happen, but oh my god.
Not even any other chips to go with it.
Nope. Okay.
Yeah, so the fire tower viruses like to avoid you at all costs.
Same.
Mood.
Can you not, Sorty? That's gonna be Zenny, it's fine. Zenny in this route is very tightly routed already. We don't really care about getting drops for the most part from encounters.
Yeah, there's not much we can do with extra unless we get a ton extra,
Yeah.
which just isn't really very likely.
Yeah, I tried.
Oh,
Flappies move pretty quickly. That's fine.
Yep.
We move quicker though.
Out of there.
I was not getting a Quake drop. I don't really care about running away.
Yeah. Flappy 2s move pretty quick for being Flappy 2s, and then you look at Flappy 3 and it's just like, yeah, they're just like untouchable until they attack you.
it's like I'm supposed to hit these?
Yeah. It is what it is. And cutscene.
Yeah, when you pass through the last orb to change a color, and you technically have access to reach the end of the area, there's a cutscene that plays where Lance just like, quickly, Mega Man, the bus is almost here, because our friend Mail is on a bus, a runaway bus with a bomb strapped to it right now, actually. Mm-hmm. And
I think I've seen that movie.
And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to basically turn on the red lights, which actually put up these physical barriers essentially that kind of stop vehicles. And so we're trying to either slowly but surely slow down the bus or stop it, because otherwise it's just going to keep driving forever and eventually blow up and, kill everyone on board. So
you'd think that they would go with either bomb strap to bus or runaway bus, but not both. It's like, no, we're just going overkill here.
that need everything in there.
Battle Network 1 and 2 had the most absurd scenarios. Like, no, you're not wrong. There's also like the weather machine in Battle Network 6, which is like your last scenario before you go into endgame.
I love that we just learned
just like
in BN6, like, they just control the weather via the internet.
Yeah.
Because that's always a good idea.
That seems fine.
it's like, have you learned nothing from the Battle Networks 1 through 5?
Yeah, control more things with the internet.
These encounters.
Oh god.
This is
You know what? Maybe Capcom's vision of what the year 20XX looked like wasn't so far from the truth.
Wow.
the
Nice
exact
50-50,
same
by the way.
3 encounters in a row. Fun fact, if you
Jesus.
S-rank those viruses, you would guaranteed get bubble wrap.
Yeah, good luck S-ranking them.
Good luck S-ranking a single virus
In this
without
game,
getting
yeah.
a double delete. Alright, now we just gotta kill that red wave.
Yep, shouldn't be too bad. Because I have, well, some extra damage.
Just a little bit.
Easy. Oh my god.
Oh.
Really hoping
Nice battle chip. Money.
for Dino Wave there.
Yeah. That's fine. No Dino Waves.
Did we even get any random chips this time?
Nope.
No.
So
Battle Network 4 had an evil amusement park with music that like drives you up the wall, and it's just like, well, Battle Network 6 had that in every panic scenario.
yeah, panic music's great. Being
So-
Panic music in Battle Network 6. Oh my god.
So there's an interesting quirk with this comp, Traffic Comp 5, or Traffic Control 5. We're not going to see a single encounter in Traffic Comp 5.
Yep. Ideally.
So, ideally, yeah. Phantom's going to be pressing, every single time Phantom presses the L button here.
R button.
R button.
R button, yeah.
BN6.
The talk to Mega Man or land button.
Jack out.
Yeah.
In this
Whenever
one.
whenever we like initiate that text box, it actually resets our encounter steps. And yeah,
It's really funny
just
because it's like you go to jack out and Land's just basically like, the bus is almost here, Mega Man, stop trying to jack out. And then it just resets your step counter for some reason.
Yep. That's fine.
And then
Music that drives you up the wall. There's every time you have like a cutscene or an encounter in these comps, and it's just like encounter.
yeah.
Every single time.
that's why we love traffic control.
All right, so this is Color Man. Not to be confused with Wacko Man from the anime, even though they're the same character. Basically, he has these 2 little towers that summon fire and aqua towers. Once you do, I guess it's 150 damage to him, he summons the ball that bounces after you constantly. The annoying thing is that these towers kind of get in the way. They just move up and down constantly. Luckily, when the ball is on the field, Color Man just stands there menacingly. Until the ball went away, and now he's area locked.
All right, whatever. Call him. You do you.
He's like, wait, you got rid of the ball? What? Time to move.
Did you hit the ball with like damage? Is that what
No, it just went away over time.
I like didn't even realize. So yeah,
Now we're
we
gonna go
went-
visit our best friend Yai here, and she's just gonna give us $10,000, and we're just gonna leave.
we get a little gift for her birthday, and she's just like, "Thank you so much. Here's a repayment," and it's just 10,000 zenny.
Yep.
Much like in BN2, when we get her a souvenir when we fly abroad, and she's just like, "Oh my god, you were thinking of me? Thanks. Here's 10,000 zenny."
The best part about that is like the souvenir that you buy for Yai earlier in the run, you jack into the like telephone thing and you steal money from her telephone. And we like use that same money to buy her a gift, and then she pays us even more money.
Yep.
I wish I had a friend like that.
Nice encounter, by the way.
Yeah.
Tiny comp.
Odds are, I don't know, low.
Yeah, just picking up a quick battleship for the library and also for the folder because we like J code.
Should fight Sharkman.
Who?
Boss is a nightmare. Imagine Color Man
Very.
with fins, and you don't know
And-
which one is Color Man.
You also can't hit him very often.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yai does just buy you a boat. No questions asked, by the way. You just
Yeah.
go up to her like, "I need to go find World 3's island, and I need a boat for it." Or actually,
buy
you
one.
don't even tell her the reason. You're just like, "I need a boat, or I need like an
Sure, I'll buy you a
I need
yacht."
an engine for this boat so it's more powerful." And she's like, "Okay."
And didn't you get stuck in one of these NPCs one run? I think the same run in January.
Yeah, you can get caught stuck in like this guy over here.
It's like just the entire body just meshed in with that guy.
You can like clip into him and like walk behind him.
Yeah, when you turn, there's an anti-stuck mechanism in the game where like if you turn and then within a frame or two change directions, you can essentially pass through NPCs for a short period of time. That can result in you getting stuck. It can also result in some cool swag techniques where you just walk through
It's cat
NPCs.
jam time, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Power plant comps.
Goodbye, panel out.
So the puzzle part of this is basically the entire comp is invisible, basically. There are also paths that we need to light up, which require batteries. And so we have to go find a prog who will give us the batteries, and then we have to use certain hints to know where to put the battery. We just have it memorized technically, so we put the batteries in, light up the path, and go for the most part.
Meanwhile, we're struggling with like the gimmick of this entire comp, which is the entire game, like in BN1, like Mega Man has the ability just like whenever at the end of every battle, Mega Man like recovers like health to like full. But since now we're like in the power plant and like it's being like, you know, attacked, I guess you want to say, you're on like a strict timer here as far as like, well, not, I wouldn't say it's strict, but you're like on a timer here. Like if that like that bar like goes all the way down, then that means like Mega Man can't like recover health at the end of battles anymore.
Yep.
But the timer is like very long.
I have never encountered it before in my life.
Yeah, neither have I, and I've gotten lost in this comp like many a times.
Fun fact, that mechanic is a BN1 only mechanic thing where you recover health at the end of every fight.
Surely
also-
you get this chip, right? Nice.
There's also
Right
a
on.
fun little quirk where this comp has these sort of prog viruses that are just like corrupt progs, basically. So there's progs throughout that you can talk to for little hints, but some of them are also the corrupt ones. And if you talk to them, you're forced to fight them. We can use that to have an easier fight than one of the random ones we might get. It'll also reset our step counter because we get an encounter ourselves. And we have a chance to get the chip Ring Zap 1, or I think there's one that can give you Ring Zap 2 as well. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I do that fight also.
Okay.
It's in PowerPoint 3.
Yeah, so there are options to get chips that are very valuable to the run. Ring Zap 1 is technically guaranteed later on, but it's really slow. So That ratty's gonna move.
I didn't get an up input. It's fine.
So funnily enough, both of these chips are actually guaranteed by the route. Ratty requires a quiz, which would be nice to save.
Okay.
Speaking of which, the tornado virus, though, is literally just a BMD that you have to walk next to. It
Yes.
saves you 1 second to get if you get it from a fight. If that.
It saves you pressing the A button once.
Yep. Yeah, comps like Traffic and Power Plant are some of the better places to get random chips from. There's a lot of really powerful chips you can get. Sadly, we didn't get many of them from Traffic comp.
Please, please, please.
It's a good chance. Save some time. And
Sick. That's fine.
Enjoy your, what is it, 42 seconds or something like that? 45?
No, just get other chips. More likely.
honestly, yeah.
That's more likely. The solution is you will just get 11 random chips instead of 10 just to not have to get Ring Zap 1.
Ring Zap is very out of the way. Which wouldn't be a problem if it weren't for the fact that you were also getting random encounters on the way.
Yeah. I think you get like 2 extra encounters easily from going to go get Ring Zap.
I mean, you could. There's a chance.
We'll see. Nope.
You thought.
Standard.
Yeah, this is this comp. You'll notice I saved in the first room. I probably should just save again real quick when I get a turn frame here. That's fine.
Like I say, Remo Bit is technically a chance for a random chip, but
But the 2 cannons are a little.
that is very low odds. Yeah, the game first picks a virus to choose the drop table from, so. And here's the Ring Zap 2 up.
Sure.
Of course.
M Cannon's not a bad draw for this, just 1 charge shot. These viruses can be really scary because they slowly. Ooh,
Oh, of course.
Nice.
there we go. That's, I think, the 4th random chip we've gotten
4th
so
random
far.
chip. Yep.
Out of the 10 we need.
Luckily,
those viruses
there are a lot of backups.
Yeah, there's plenty of backups. Like, the run won't die because of that. But the frog viruses are very scary only because they slowly but surely approach you and eventually will area lock you.
Yep.
And just, you won't be able to dodge at that point.
Do you want to talk about Numb?
Oh, yeah.
The only game where that's a status effect.
This game doesn't have paralysis. It has the numb effect, which is applied by things like thunder or these Ring Zap viruses. Scary. Basically, what happens is when you get hit by their little electric attacks, you get this electrical effect on you that whenever you move, damages you. So now, to dodge, you have to take damage every single time, which also goes through iframes. And it can basically kill you very easily.
Yep. I mean,
Another high cannon.
it's not the worst thing. Yeah, this viruses here do so much damage. I think the Billies do like 100, and then you get numbed while you're fighting them. We don't have a lot of health. This should be fine. Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Of course.
Would have been a drink.
I'm going up. I was like, what did I just do? Or I got the encounter.
Happens in every Battle Network run.
Yeah.
What was I doing
I've
before
forgotten
this?
where I was.
Nice. And then this prog here will actually recharge the batteries.
Yes.
No, thank
One of
you.
the few times we have to use. There are progs that will recharge the batteries for you. This is the only puzzle where that's really required because we need to use them one more time here, and then that last battery still needs to be used just to exit the area. But outside of that, you don't really ever have to recharge them unless you make mistakes, which definitely did a lot casually. Yes, it's 60 unique chips, so getting multiple guards is not a good thing. That's why we were joking about how he has 5 earlier. Or
Yeah.
how they have 5, excuse me.
So I did not get Thunder or Rings Up 1. Unfortunate. And
I feel like we've missed a lot of things that would normally be important for a run.
yeah. I probably could have killed this fight, but that's real scary.
Yeah, that's rings
Yeah.
at 3, and that one can easily kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that health number scared me. I'm not gonna lie.
This one I don't mind as much.
Got one fewer virus with it.
I'm just kind of bait him
Before
around.
attacking.
Okay.
And there's the steel.
As he was dying.
Wow.
I got rum a bit, that's fine.
Nice.
So
Okay.
Worth it.
worthwhile.
Yeah.
We're at 5 battle
5
chips.
random chips now.
Out of, well, no longer 10, ideally 12. But. Hello. Goodbye.
None of those would be random, so
Yeah. As
We
much as I
already
would
have
like
all
more M cannons, I did not get a good enough draw for that. But we are done with power plant, quotation marks.
yeah, just the boss.
Bosses, but yeah.
Yeah, Land, that looks safe.
Yeah,
Just touch it.
a circuit switch that's just literally spewing out sparks.
Looks safe.
So the first time we fight Lekman,
Nice. Good job, buddy.
Thank you for just walking into it.
anytime they take over 50 damage, I think it is, they will heal back to full. This happens 3 times, so it's kind of a scripted fight, and then the fight just ends. And then Lan electrocutes themselves to turn the power off, and now we can fight them for real.
Yep. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. No, thank you.
Nice.
Yes!
I hate that pattern. I'm going to actually destroy
Yeah.
these.
Lekman has 2 sorts of attacks. One is where he summons those. One is where he will summon lightning bolts that target you directly 4 times. The last thing he can do is once he gets low, he can heal himself by summoning those little pedestals onto his own side. But
That's fine.
you almost never see that.
Elec who?
Anyway, that's
Not
no
a real
that's-
boss.
I got nothing, so we're just gonna do this the old-fashioned way.
Protoman is obnoxious because anytime you hit them without, them attacking you, they put up a shield and then they immediately counterattack. So, they also do like close to 200 damage, which means they can 2-shot you. Similarly to Lekman, actually. A lot of these bosses are quite powerful at this point.
Yep.
Luckily, Protoman's flinching threshold is low enough that our charge shot can deal with it, and we just basically charge shot them every time they come in for an attack.
Yeah, I think you
And
need to do
pretty safe.
over 100 damage with a chip to actually save a charge shot, so it's just like almost not even worth it. The way that the math works out.
The best one would just be, yeah, you have to do 120, it looks like.
Yeah.
The best one would be just like
A Quake 3, yeah.
Because you can just throw it and damages them right at the beginning.
Yeah, and he can't block that, so...
There is a fun glitch that has been shown. It's really difficult to replicate. It involves Quake in some way, resulting in a charge shot invisibly existing on the field permanently, which causes Proto Man to always think that he's being attacked. And anytime Proto Man moves into it, they damage themselves. Which can
Classic.
speed up the fight, but it's so... I don't remember the details on how you're supposed to replicate that.
I'm just trying to sit here and absorb the fact that I watched you get into the bottom right corner of your grid and just not move the entire fight. Whereas, like, high school me, like, you know, half my life ago, sits there and goes like, this fight's hard. It's hard. And you just sat there and was like, no, I'm just gonna charge shot you to death, and you're gonna like it.
Yep. But this is the last scenario. We're actually... The next boss we fight is the final boss.
Correct. There is no boss after.
The fabled Bomb Man,
Yeah.
So
ruler
this,
of the internet.
this is the point of the game that we would need to have our 60 random chips. We have one more chance at the chip trader. Where we're just going to dump all the random stuff that we've gotten throughout the run. First, we're going to go talk to Chod so we can learn more about World 3's plan or whatever. Because apparently, I think he's interrogating this girl on the street about potentially being a member of World 3.
As he does.
Apparently, if you mash the text fast enough, I've done it once ever in my life there, you can watch Chod just disappear. But yeah, so there's going to be 3 memos we're going to need to grab. One of them we get for free, which is the Higgs memo. We're also going to need the Yuri memo. You're welcome for the reminder, by the way.
Yep.
No one has ever forgotten that Higgs memo before.
Oh, no, definitely not.
But yeah, the
what
Yuri
memo?
the Yuri memo, which is what we need the 60 random chips for. It's basically like, are you prepped to fight World 3? And then lastly, the PA memo, which requires level 30.
These are some really good random chips here.
Oh, yeah.
Go game.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It's fine.
The chip-
Kofi. Oh, my
The
God.
chip
Oh
trader
my goodness.
basically just has a list, and based on the rarity, I think like rarity 1 is more likely to pop up
Yeah.
than rarity 2, for example. But other than that, unlike later BN games, it's
Thanks for the
completely
remote bit.
random. So
I don't have to buy that, I guess.
save the money.
Save 2K. I got that earlier. Cool.
Save
You
4K
like
now.
2 of them?
This is standard, to be fair. Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, one more chance.
One last chance.
All right, cool.
And
We're going to do some backups.
classic. So yeah, we had 5 random chips, was it? So we need to get 5 more, plus potentially trying to save time from the Thunder and Ring Zap chips. There are a bunch of not random Navi bosses that we can fight again, such as Numberman here. There's also ghost data on the internet for the other bosses that we can fight. Luckily, Numberman's a bit easier now that we have damage in our folder, but
A little
and
bit,
we
yeah.
have a stronger buster.
Unfortunately, he flinches to 50.
I was gonna say, I noticed that earlier when I was messing with Fireman, and it's just like, yeah, try a spear doesn't do anything.
Yeah. It's fine.
Also, while we're doing this, we have the classic, is this live? Yes, this is a live broadcast. But if you do want to catch up on past Hotfix shows or our special events or our GDQ marathons, you can do all of that over on youtube.com/gamesdonequick if you like VODs. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and stay up to date with GDQ through that. And of course, chat is always pre-recorded.
For sure.
The classic.
So we're running.
You are. Oh, go ahead.
We're running through the internet right now. So there's, well, to the internet. But there's a pretty dangerous fight coming up.
Yes, I was like, dangerous. Fireman?
Not Fireman, but
yeah, there are some chances left still to get some random chips on the way on this essentially second to last trip through the internet.
yeah.
One of those is this ghost data for Fireman, which is a guaranteed drop of his chip.
Should have ran.
Yeah, definitely.
Fireman mentioned.
This boss is scary. You should run.
Nice draws.
I mean, yeah, one chip at a time sounds about right.
Yeah. It's the alphabet soup. All right. I guess I just buster him down.
That'll do it. Unlike later Battle Network games, which you first have to jack out after defeating a ghost data, Battle Network 1 lets you fight the V3 form right away, which is a random encounter. So there's a small chance we might see Fireman again.
There's a chance.
You could get Dash here.
Maybe. Nope.
Dang.
Could.
Dash would be
Like
a random chip.
money?
So I do not need to buy the hammer there.
You have been getting a lot of randoms any too. I wonder if with the hammer you have enough
To buy like Invis 2 or
Buy.
something.
Invis 2, yeah.
I mean, you did save that 2,000 on the hammer.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll know when I buy the next set of things. I would actually prefer Zenny at that point.
No Fireman today, I'm afraid.
Yeah. But yeah,
I
internet.
tried my best to summon him.
Internet 2 here has a few encounters we could get stuff off of. Like this, but this is kind of not worth it.
It would be a 50-50 because mine and Dash would both work,
Yeah.
but
Only
gonna be a
Sonic
lot of
Wave.
blustering.
Yeah. Oh, not going
This
for
would
mine.
just be a 1 in 3 for mine.
And then you could also still get Zennied anyway.
Yep.
But welcome to Internet 4 and after this encounter, I guess.
Oh, welcome to Metars and a Fishy.
That's the Battle Network classic of getting an encounter right on an area transition.
Yeah, so Internet 4 here is pretty scary, or can be. Not as scary as the Blackboard, but can be terrifying.
A couple.
It introduces these lovely enemies right here.
The piles of grass.
Never seen again, but they do have a chip that can drop.
What is it? Trip mine, right?
Dynamite, I think is what it's called.
Dynamite.
Yeah. We're just going to do this.
Scary. Yeah. Flappy's
The
easy to
untouchable
dodge.
flappy threes.
Yep. Flappy's easy to dodge at least. And Spookies are also easy to dodge. We also boosted our attack by 1, so now our Buster deals 80 damage per charge shot. Just keep piling on this enemy.
Honestly, We'll see if I can just buy Invis 2, I guess.
Just get more money.
I have 5k extra, so I can buy Invis 2.
Haha. There's a chance here.
Oh, he moved.
Oh,
Still a 7 rank. Still Zenny.
Yeah.
This is any rank.
This is any rank. Luckily, we do get some more guaranteed chips. Well, I don't need Quake 3. I would like Quake 3. I don't need to like farm for it.
Yeah, Quake 3 is, we already obviously have, so it wouldn't even help our library. It would just be another powerful chip for a couple fights we have to do coming up. Ah, yes. Spookies, when enemies get
Thanks.
too low, like to heal people.
Yep. Only once, though.
You tried to dodge backwards, and they still almost got you.
I do that to time my shockwaves.
Fair enough, fair enough. So yeah, coming up is the door virus shortly after this.
I still think door virus is probably the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
You know what, Spooky? I'll just wait for you.
Door virus
Of all the chips to get there.
The door virus is pretty scary because there's a big 250 health enemy. And 2 enemies that normally can only take damage in a small period of time. So you have to time your damage on them very carefully.
I will wait for you to place your time bomb.
Maybe you'll get the time.
Oh, I got something
Or
else.
that.
oh wow.
The dynamite. I forgot that virus
Yeah, please
existed
save.
because you owned them at the very start.
I mean, as you hopefully do. Because they are terrifying. Nice.
Okay, so 2 chips, 80 damage is good because we can get rid of the cold heads. Otherwise, they can get really annoying. Now it's basically just step forward at the nice time to avoid the bombs being thrown at us constantly. Quake 3 is a pretty dang good draw for this.
Oh yeah.
All right. I just need like a shockwave or something.
Yeah.
Or that.
Or a heater that you've had, I think, most of the time.
Yeah.
So, not too bad. That fight can get dangerous, though, when you don't draw something to deal with the cold heads and they start breaking your panels and... yeah.
Yep. Please give me Big Bomb.
There's a chance.
Big bomb, please.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
With number men, that means we're up to 8 now, right?
9.
And 9 because fireman. Yep.
Yep.
And we wanted a total of 12 because ring zap and thunder.
Yep. Ideally.
Yeah, these weird bug viruses are basically fishies that suck the life out of you. For some reason, I honestly half expected them to be wood element.
Same.
Yeah, we're very late in the run for me to explain how Battle Network battles actually work. But for folks who may have been watching Battle Network for the first time tonight, they are in fact real-time battles. They're kind of they're on the grid that you can see that we can move around on. We can move around on the blue squares. Enemies move on red squares. The only time the battles are paused is during our chip select because it's kind of like a card battling RPG. Your chip folder is your deck, and you get dealt 5 random chips at the start of battle, and you get to select from those. I'm very much condensing it, but between a mix of your Mega Buster, which is your normal default weapon, plus your battle chips, you get to attack the enemies. And how you do, ooh, that's another nice drop.
Yeah.
We're not getting Zenny again. But yeah, like you can either get more money or you can get battle chips unique to the enemies that you're battling against in that fight.
Yeah, I thought the shop was Invis 2, but it's Invis 1, so I'm going very out of my way for this Thunder.
Yeah. I was hoping that you'd get Dino Wave from that
Same.
that other fight.
And then I just like turn around.
Maybe. Yeah, that's technically 10 out of the 12 we need. And then the last two we're going to get are, there's going to be one more Ghost Virus fight, which has a mystery data after it with Rock Cube. And
Yep.
should cover our necessities here.
Yep. Chips should be basically taken care of.
We talked about level. Level comes from 3 places in Battle Network 1. HP memories increase it by 1. Power-ups increase it by a number that
3?
I'm not actually 100% sure of. It's 3 or 4.
I think it's 4 actually. I
Between
think it's 4.
1 or 2. That would make sense. And then there's also something called armors, which we're not really going to make use of.
We're gonna buy one.
Yeah, we're just going to buy it because having it, even if we don't equip it, having it increases your level, I guess, by 7, because I've noticed. Oh, I guess it's maybe 6 or 5, because I saw you pick up another HP memory, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
But yeah, so basically, we're about to go buy it.
This is the cheapest
wood
armor. Yeah.
Yeah. Wood armor's 10,000.
15.
15, excuse me.
Because heat is like 20, I think.
I saw that earlier. And that'll get us perfectly to level 30 for Pod's memo.
We're gonna toss some things in real quick.
Someone says I keep getting distracted by the Internet Explorer ease in the background. The internet looks a lot better in Battle Network 2 onwards.
Yeah.
I just feel like they were like, oh, we can make it a 3D on the Game Boy Advance. What if we just made that the background all the time?
Shout outs to Minish Cap.
That's why when I think Ice mentioned at the start, this is what, or maybe it was Phantom, said this is what the internet looks like according to Capcom. I was just like, I love the letter E.
It's a good letter.
Yeah.
This is what I meant, by the way, about Stone Man putting the rock cube right in your face and being annoying.
Whatever, he's dead.
Get quaked. Gawk.
And then we have one BMD over here. Well, GMD.
After this short encounter.
Watch me get Thunder.
After you picked it up.
Okay.
Aw.
And
Also, folks, if you have never played Battle Network, there is the Legacy Collection Volumes 1 and 2 that you can pick up. And if you want to start with Battle Network 1, know that there is some quality of life features, like making the Mega Buster absolutely absurdly powerful. So play Battle Network 1 for the story, with the Mega Buster turned on, and then play Battle Network 2 through 6 normally.
Yeah, Buster Max is a really good feature for those trying to at least experience the story or maybe struggling with different aspects of the game.
Yeah, like I would recommend playing Battle Network 1 without Buster Max for as long as you can tolerate, because this game, Battle Network 1, if you don't appreciate where Battle Network 1 came from, you don't appreciate 2 through 6, like their quality of life, as much as you should. A lot of people suggest just starting with Battle Network 2. No, play Battle Network 1 as much as you can tolerate, and then turn on Buster Max mode when you're like, okay, I just want to see the story now. Thanks.
Yeah, Battle Network 1 has a pretty solid story with like an important detail that makes a lot of the later games also make sense. It's not really talked about as much. Like sometimes some of the later games really go in on that detail, but yeah, it's revealed as like kind of a twist in BN1, so it's definitely good to experience the story if you can.
Yeah, and if you get to there were a few games ahead, multiple versions. When you get to Battle Network 6, I'm partial to Gregor, Cybeast Gregor, because of the some of the things that you get in it, and I just feel that it gives you more damage overall. It actually just does give you more damage overall. So if you like damage, like with your Mega Buster being really big numbers, pick Cybeast Gregor. If not, you can play Cybeast Falzar, which will give you a high, a faster charge rate.
A lot of them tend to be faster charge. I also think, funnily enough, like PvP-wise, people tend to prefer Falzar for a lot of the effects.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Also, we did successfully have the 60 chips. I wasn't sure. You can technically check your library via the save menu.
Yeah.
But I think Phantom was pretty confident that they had the 60s, so
I still think you should have fought Sharkman for the 60th one.
You'd have to fight him twice, though. Because the first time you just get Zenny.
Yeah. Sharkman and Woodman are the same in that regard. They're both optional bosses you can fight. Both give you Zenny the first time, and then start giving you the chip as an option.
Yep.
By the way, very, very great of Dad to have this very convenient teleporter located right next to the end, like the undernet.
Yeah, this takes us to Internet 3, which is significantly closer to the undernet than...
Shoutouts to Dad, being next to the dark web.
Got to keep an eye on it as part of the government.
A government official computer.
Yeah.
Surely his information will get, stolen.
Oh, no one else has his password.
So yeah, at this point, this is the final trip through the main internet, going to fight the final boss.
Yep.
We only want escapes. We just want to run away from fights or to do them as quickly as possible because we no longer have library requirements. And realistically, there's only one more fight we have to do anyway, so even powerful chips aren't really that great or necessary.
Yeah, Dino Waves are great, except I don't want to have to do the fights to get them.
Yep. We love taking 2 steps and getting an encounter every time.
Hey, I can get drop down from this.
Good chip.
Yeah, we just have
check that GMD.
Oh yeah, I don't even know what it could be.
Or
probably
if it is a GMD, it could just be
probably like 9 viruses.
Yeah, the purpose for getting all those memos was to get us through these different areas with the W's on them, because they're basically locked by the memos.
Yeah, you have to get through the W's to get to Bomb Man. All 3 rooms. All right, you know what?
E.
Oh, big bomb. Not a bad draw for that one.
What if I got a longsword? I probably will.
I was just going to say.
Oh my god.
That's a longsword, right?
Yeah, totally.
Maybe look at it upside down.
It's really funny that there's swordy ones this deep.
I know. I was like, where are you again?
This is Internet 7.
Oh.
I mean, he is so slow.
Yeah.
That's fine. More Zenny for the Zenny farm.
Shoutouts to Zinni.
I can't remember. Is Battle Network 1 the one entry where you heal between fights?
Yes.
Okay.
With 2 exceptions.
It's
like Ice mentioned during power plant comps, if your battery runs out on your PET, you won't heal, and then also we'll never get, maybe. There is a point of no return where it's the same thing where you stop healing between fights.
Okay.
No.
And yeah, like Chad had said, to better enjoy Battle Network 1, like your first time through, just get the online map for it, and I fully agree. Like, at least for Power Plant, if nothing else. Do it for Power Plant.
Okay, don't blink too fast, chat. This is the final boss.
Correct. as we try and eat our way through Bomb Man's bombs. He summons 3 bombs, which are all damageable. I think they have close to I guess it's 40-ish health. After a short while, he'll kick them onto your side and ignite them, and they will basically do a cross pattern of damage on your side of the field.
Yep.
If he puts multiple there, they can explode each other, which is why Phantom will delete one of the bombs at least, or 2 of the bombs at least, to not cause too much of a headache.
Yep.
Amazing escapes, by the way.
You know what? It's fine.
I think isn't it like as his health gets lower, doesn't he start kicking the bombs faster?
I don't know. I know that eventually he decides to also spawn a mine
Right here.
right on cue.
Top left.
Top left.
All watching it.
It's kind of random where the mine spawns. You can barely make it out if you look closely enough. It's really important to note because the mine does a lot of damage. Where's that last bomb?
You could use that escape chip.
Yeah, let me just run away from this fight.
Yeah, you should.
And that is the final boss. Don't worry, that's not actually timed yet.
Yeah. That is the
But
final
There's a little
boss.
bit of an
boss.
epilogue.
That is the final Navi we're going to be fighting in this run.
After we talk to Dad for a bit. This next bit is what we just call epilogue for the most part.
Yep.
The story is definitely complete. We have definitely saved the world, defeated the final boss, and we are ready to move on with our lives into BN2.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's nothing that we're forgetting. Like the fact that multiple programs were stolen
Yeah.
in order to form a super powerful program.
What?
One of which was in your oven, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, Dad works for the government.
Yeah, that's fair. That would be a good place to hide all of your secrets in your own oven.
This part of the game always made me laugh because it's the entire time World 3 is just hiding in your school.
Yeah, well, kind of, but yeah.
They somehow were able to build an entire railroad system underneath the school
And nobody knew.
and nobody noticed it.
Phantom's bullying this car.
I really like running in front of that car.
There's a whole elevator right here somehow.
Yep.
Makes no sense.
Subway.
Yep. So right under the fountain is a metro that we don't have access to. But we basically heard a rumor oh yeah, sometimes if you're at school you just hear the rumblings of an underground train. It's yeah, nobody thought to investigate right behind the fountain.
I mean, it's so the whole thing is a cavern. The whole thing's a cavern. There should have been dripping grape soda in there.
Oh my god.
True. Also, yeah, it's such power.
These games
such
were
programs.
localized around the time of that meme, yeah.
Funnily enough, there is a prog in the power plant comps that has a line that is all your base are belong to us.
Yep.
Yes!
That is one of the lines.
I love Battle Network localization.
The localization team had fun with this. It's similar to the localization of the Ace Attorney series.
I mean, Capcom loves their puns too. A lot of the characters in these games don't necessarily have names. Obviously, some of them do, and they're still puns and whatnot. But the Star Force games, which is the spiritual successor to Battle Network, has little menus that pop up that give you the names of every character you talk to, and they're all puns based on their interests or their fears or just what they do. For example, an old man is named Ivor Gott.
All right, welcome to the final comp of the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna save here for the sake of our showcase after. But if Rish, you want to explain exactly what we're doing here?
Yeah, so final comp is basically just the oven comp because it was so important. We pick up the ice blocks from the Navi, and then we can put out some fires, which are really important. I do wonder if there's something that you're forgetting, though.
There we go.
The viruses in this comp have so much health. We really just want to draw escapes as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
They genuinely are just health sponges.
It's like 300 health. Not like we're ever at like risk of dying necessarily to any of them, but
There we go.
yeah,
Escape.
we love to see escape. So now we're gonna put out this fire, and Phantom is gonna remember that they forgot something, and they're gonna go all the way back to ACDC, and
Get ready on
see
time.
what they forgot. Yes. And
By the way, we saved the world.
Time.
Time. That's time. That one fire was Dr. Wiley.
Yeah, exactly.
So to briefly explain, that is what's known as Reddit skip. It was discovered by a Redditor who quite literally felt unprepared after putting out that specific fire, and not the fire next to it, by the way. If you put out the fire next to it, the whole thing breaks. They put out that fire and then decided they weren't prepared for the final areas, went all the way back, and were like, why did I get warped to the credits? Because,
Oh my god.
because when you put out that fire, it sets the exact same temporary flag in memory as the cutscene trigger for one of the post-life virus cutscenes, and therefore the game thinks, oh, this cutscene is played, therefore you're in ACDC now, we should play this cutscene, which is the cutscene right before the credits.
Yep.
And that is why we can effectively skip the majority of the final comps.
Where final boss Life Aura? Who's Life Aura?
So, quick shout outs. We do have something else coming up after this, but Battle Network 1 is, in my opinion, my favorite BN speedrun. I also run 6, but I think BN1 is just a very fun and dynamic game to run just because of the nature of having to pick up all these RNG chips. It makes grinding for a PB painful, but it's still a fun run to just do. And there's enough backups that for a showcase, it's really not a big deal. But yeah, shoutouts to Team BN and Rish if you want to say anything, or Ice.
I mean, one day Rish and I are going to convince Phantom to run BN2. One day.
Probably not.
BN2's an interesting run. Yeah, Team BN's a great place if you want to learn the Battle Network games. Highly recommend it. There's a lot of good resources there and very helpful people, such as myself, who are always willing to answer any questions that you have regarding these games. So,
Yeah, so Amber, if you have anything before we go to a quick break.
Yeah, I just want to remind folks, we are going to be having a quick showcase of what the end game route used to look like before Reddit skip. But if you're looking to get more involved with the GDQ community, you can join the official Games Done Quick Discord. You can add the Hotfix role to yourself to stay in the loop on upcoming events, chat with staff, and more. If you use !Discord in Twitch chat, you'll get an invite and more information. So we'll be right back after this brief intermission as we set up to get ready for showing the retro version of the end game of Battle Network 1. Stay tuned. All right, folks, welcome back to Passion Project. Thank you for waiting while we got this showcase set up. If you didn't notice, we basically did nothing in the end comp of Battle Network 1, so we're going to show you what those looked like before Reddit skip was found. I'm going to go ahead and turn it right back over to our crew over here with Phantom.
What do you mean?
Take it away.
We did a lot here. we put out the fire that was terrorizing ACDC town.
put out like 5 fires.
Yeah, so this is going to be kind of rough, but we're gonna go through to the end as the pre-Reddit skip, pre-Yes Fire Battle Network 1 would have gone, and show you what it used to look like and kind of could look like if you play on the Legacy Collection. But I'll give a quick...
Oh yeah, you have to do this version in Legacy Collection, don't you?
Yeah,
Sure do.
got patched.
So I'll give a quick countdown and we can start running through these dungeon rooms. We'll do 3, 2, 1, and go.
All right, so first thing I want to point out is that the background looks like a bunch of rupees.
I stop. Stop it. Oh God. It's also completely different here.
I
for
was
some
just
reason.
I just was about to look at that and I was like, wait a minute. So yeah, as we were talking about a bit before, the dungeon, the final comps are basically just a replay of the previous dungeon comps, starting with oven comp. And then obviously we'll go through the school comps and the traffic comps and the
Oh boy,
waterworks
traffic comps again.
and power plant. There's one comp each. Luckily, unlike later Battle Network games, there is no boss at the end of any of them, so it's just run through the comps, do the previous puzzles or new versions of the previous puzzles.
Yep. For
This
the
is
most
definitely
part.
a virus of all time, by the way.
It's a snake.
Yeah, sure.
The battle chip you get from that is really funny.
It's a time stop chip that just drops a snake.
The snake like
side
just
of the
runs
field.
around.
It randomly runs around. It doesn't even target an enemy. It just randomly moves until it runs into something.
And it's a wood element chip when that thing spits fire.
Yep.
What?
Snake egg is a really good chip. Makes perfect sense.
So yeah, that was the oven as intended.
Yeah. So we get it to the end. Unfortunately, you would not be able to do Reddit skip after all the fires get put out because the no fire also got extinguished. Yes, we like to refer to them as yes fire and no fire because of a wonderfully drawn map to describe how to do the skip.
I can't believe they actually added more to this island.
And then, yeah, all of these doors are random. And I say of course. They're actually technically not random. They are based on the frame counter since power on modulo 100, basically. So technically speaking, it's difficult but possible to manipulate those.
Yep.
It has been done. It is.
I
not
love
a
how
fun
the
trick.
school, like the World 3 school comp actually has like weaker versions of like the handy viruses.
Just like the school does.
Yeah.
Okay, game.
Just do 99. Oh, never mind.
Hit reset. Okay, game.
So yeah, it resets after 6 guesses.
Perfect.
There we go.
And then we always get to the end of these comps, and there's always like some obstacle that Mega Man can't deal with.
Like a door.
By the power of friendship, our friend Yai showed up to put out the fires for some reason, and now Number Man showed up
Well, yeah, I
open that
bought,
door,
you know,
which makes more sense.
She bought like the Super Soaker.
True, actually. She's rich enough. Also, you
She
caught,
just bought the ending. That's all. It's fine.
caught a brief
Honey, where's my super soaker?
there's a brief glimpse of a giant rocket in one of those cutscenes, which I don't know if it gets shown before now.
I don't think it does. Okay.
It's actually a very nice
Doing
escape
okay.
chip there.
Yeah.
Pretty scary
Doing
fight.
all right on these escape draws.
Whee! Anyway.
makes sense that you hit the wall and start sliding a different direction instead of just falling into the void, unlike
Yeah.
other places. But you know,
Anyway, who likes traffic control?
at least it's not the same music.
Yeah, it's different music.
I'm like genuinely sad that this doesn't have like the school comp music.
Oh,
You're not
God.
wrong. The school comp music should have been like the final like gauntlet.
I do like Void, which is the name of that track. It
yeah.
is like it's nice and
Oh,
fitting
God.
for like
Yeah.
the anxiety building.
Oh
in this
God.
What
moment.
in
Jesus.
the blue blazes? Oh! Oh!
Wow, you can take 2 chips.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Yeah,
One of the
Big
annoying
Wave
things
does
fine.
like
It doesn't take too long to run
300
back there.
damage in this
God,
game.
That guy's gonna.
you just have to do all this.
So this is
no.
this is oven comp.
I was gonna save
welcome
at the
back.
start of each of those, and I just completely forgot.
Yeah, because things can go
Yeah.
very wrong.
This is why we also have a 20-minute estimate for this.
I'm assuming the rest of the route basically changed the second Reddit skip was found.
So yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. So it was just like same route, just oh cool. There's significantly no
Yep.
chance of dying.
It actually was straight up just like, cool, we don't have to do anything. We don't have to worry about dying at the end anymore. It just. Yeah, it's quite literally just like, cool, we
Yep.
just have to run away from
All
2 or 3
three.
fights versus like,
Nice escapes.
well, you could die in any one of these comps.
Just warp me back to like
You-
a different comp entirely.
The armor we picked up was wood element,
PA.
which doesn't help in this one.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
Yeah. It
there's
helps
like
in
one or
almost
2
none of
enemies
these.
in each comp that actually has like a fire virus in there, and it's just like, yeah.
Yeah. I think what it does.
Yeah.
I think all that the armor does is like reduce the amount of damage taken by that particular element or something like that. So like if we were to be damaged by wood element, it would do less. However, all of these things that are hitting us, funnily enough, I guess it's called Big Wave in this game. One of the later games, that same type of
Anton,
virus
did you
gives a
save?
chip called Mud Wave, which is wood element.
I will
which would be
save
really
shortly.
funny if that was
Okay.
wood damage, and technically
I
would
will have to
been
remind
saved.
you. While we are
Yes.
still going through these, by the way, I just want to take a moment to talk about our other sub community or our other GDQ community, Frame Fatales, if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
So Frame Fatales is GDQ's all-women and femme speedrunning community. They are preparing for their next event, Flame Fatales, which runs from September 7th through the 14th. And the schedule is now live at gamesdonequick.com/schedule/58. If you type !FF in the chat for information, you can find out how to join the Discord and stay up to date with all things Frame Fatales. And let us know what you want to see on the schedule.
3. The best password.
3.
I will say though, at the very least, Phantom was able to complete the run itself, single segment. So
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
was technically a valid run with a 5-minute break in there.
Oops. I have all the
All
maps
right,
open.
Rish, clip it and ship it and submit it.
Oh yeah, that definitely a PB, right?
Yeah.
Saving this comp.
I will save on this corner. It's about here that you can get an encounter.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could have just killed the polar bear. I had a Lex sword.
Yeah.
You should have did it just out of the,
Hey,
spite of it being the polar bear.
they're endangered species, okay? We need to.
Yeah.
I don't know if they actually are, but
They can endanger that Alex sword.
Okay, I will save it at the start of a traffic comp because that jellyfish exists
it can.
Yeah, you remember
sure does.
remember the cars exploding when they crash into like each other? Yeah, that big wave that jellyfish summoned was like basically the same thing that happened to Phantom.
Yo, lock on. Potentially.
Yeah.
I love when I like get caught by this and then I proceed to walk into every single shot trying to get away from it.
Dang, didn't get the best chip in the game.
It's so good.
Lock on.
Yeah,
just
lock on is
straight up deletes bosses because it just exists. Oh,
No thanks.
How about no?
Round 2, fight.
I'm gonna grab this. It's not gonna help. I have 280 HP now.
okay.
Yep, no thanks again.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I think one of the things with this game is because it's a bit more balanced around the fact that you recover HP at the end of every fight. Things have more health and deal more damage to compensate than like a typical Battle Network game.
Yep.
So that's why some of these guys are hitting for 300, which is like unheard of in the later Battle Network games.
So yeah, this is
Maybe some like
How many?
this is the final room.
I was gonna ask how many HP ups can you find throughout the game?
You can get up to
max out.
1,000?
Yeah.
every game you max out at 1,000. So it would
Okay.
be, what's the math on that? 945?
So this comp here actually has the final boss of the run.
The real final boss.
the real final boss.
Final boss. Oh god. Oh god.
Not this guy again.
Oh,
away.
Billy, you were supposed to move down. Thanks, Billy.
Just gonna keep blocking. Oh no.
Oh, I had an escape, whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get Big Wave.
Big Wave is a good ship.
I'm going to actually get Big Wave anyway.
Yeah, there's a
Where are the batteries? The batteries only apply if you're in the actual power plant comp. This is the final World 3 comp.
Yeah.
this one is actually just walk through the comp where you can't see where you're going half the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is a Big Wave K.
160 damage across all 3 rows.
Which is pretty good considering. Oh, okay. I will be saving before our boss fight because, yeah.
Yeah, the single segment
Seems correct.
category was like not really viable before Reddit skip, and this boss is why. Like you I think you 70% of the time would just probably die to this boss.
Something like that. What can I take out? I have a cannon. Sure, we'll sort by attack.
Big
Not-
wave right at the top.
Not network.
You don't want a link battle? Come on, I have my GPA out.
So this is Magic Man. His first thing he will do is summon 2 viruses, completely random, which can be anything from Metars to Aura Heads, and Aura Heads are terrifying, so.
Yeah, I'm just going to take this to kill the Billy.
Oh God. Okay.
Yep.
Now,
I mean, now
God.
it's a little bit more okay, but this is also why.
the thing is that eventually they will also summon another virus to replace the ones that are deleted over time. We do love to see the Typhoon virus, though, because they just stand there and only attack 3 panels away, which can never reach us at certain points. Spookies aren't the worst.
Not the best.
I forget if they heal.
Yeah, but they do
Yeah,
that.
there was nothing you could have done there.
Yeah. So, now,
This is why we save.
this is technically RNG manip. Rish, if you want to
Yeah.
talk about why this is RNG manip.
So because we went back to the title screen, the RNG value gets reset to a known place. RNG gets reset to a known value every time you go back to the title screen. And so as a result, if you were to save and then reset, or save and die, you can basically get the same results from randomness on future attempts. So essentially,
Yeah, Magic Man.
when the Phantom goes into the fight the exact same way as last time, you'll get the exact same viruses that come out and the exact same draws, actually.
Chips, yep.
And that Metar is going to kill itself again.
Yep.
I just need to be good about the sortie, and it's fine.
Please get rid of those escapes.
Technically, if you hit Magic Man at slightly different times, there won't even be a sortie to begin with.
That's true.
But yeah, it's also possible to just kill him and then go from there.
There you go. Yeah, Magic Man's favorite magic trick is to make your HP just disappear.
Yep. He's very good at it. Nice.
You know, this fight is just kind of rough.
Yeah,
A little bit.
Minotaur, can you please just like not exist?
Luckily, Metars are pretty easy to dodge, so. And you also don't have to delete the viruses, you just have to delete Magic Man, so. And that
So,
Sure. Is there
is the real
is there
final
more
boss.
than one reason why Japanese is used for the speedrun? Is it just text length, or
There's a couple random small things, like the ability to skip the Metro cutscene, I think is exclusive to the Japanese version. Don't ask why. Want the escapes at the top so we can hopefully escape from the one fight we'll probably get in here.
yeah.
But yeah, Japanese is mostly just language text boxes. There's fewer of them. And
Thank God for that escape.
when you're doing soft resets, there's an extra text box every time you save to confirm you're overwriting a save. But anyway, Phantom's about to attempt the original skip of the true final boss. This is the life virus skip, very similar to the polar bear skip. Trying to move at the same time that we open the menu to step on the cutscene trigger to
Typical.
start the cutscene in the menu. We
Just
need to
taking
see
this
Mega Man-
very, very safe.
yeah, we need to see Mega Man actually move for him to progress forward.
It's not the right frame.
There's one movement.
Should be shortly. Hello, Life Virus.
So that's what happens when
Yeah.
you close the menu without actually going into the folder menu.
Yeah, so this would be basically just instant death.
Yeah, this guy is crazy. He has a 100 health barrier that you can technically, it's not really an aura,
Yeah.
but he basically two-shots you, I think, and there's a lot of really difficult to dodge things.
Just
Yeah.
fight Magic Man again.
Well,
did we not save post magic?
you cannot save after Magic Man, actually.
Oh, right.
So we could do that, but it's going to look basically the same as Polar Bear Skip earlier in the run. Just open the
but
menu,
this one
close the
includes
menu.
Rocket explosions.
How much time do we have?
All the time you want, honestly. You are the last run of the night, and we are nowhere near 3 hours long right now.
All right, let's have some fun. Just have to.
Metar again.
Goodbye, Metal.
I don't know why it's so funny.
That'll never not be funny.
Waiting for him to summon the sortie. I'm gonna move up here, do that. That's fine. I will take the
It's like, why
damage
can't you
there.
save after Magic Man? It's because the devs don't like us. Yeah, no, they thought a point of no return was fun.
Yeah.
Yep. Point of no return happens after like just before most final bosses, if not all final bosses in Battle Network.
Yep.
Fun fact, that can lead to a fun duplication glitch, because in Battle Networks 1 and 2, oh, not another one.
Oh god. I'll take things I didn't want to see for 300 hours.
Yep. Not much
Did we
you
do
can
a
do with
wiggle
sword.
before, Magic Man? Change up the RNG a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah, so those wiggles technically
Okay, that's a much better
Waste-
draw.
1 frame, and therefore same exact viruses, but okay.
Yeah. Different hand.
Could have killed the Metar again.
Could have. Was not ready for it.
See what
Okay.
second virus we get. Another one.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
we got some retribution.
We'll take that.
Goodbye,
It
Matt.
looks like Magic Man killed it, even though it was us.
It kind of does. I
Oh,
misinput the up. It's fine.
All right, do the wiggle again.
If it's the same wiggle.
I don't think it's the same wiggle. Oh.
that looked like a
No,
different
it's
wiggle.
slightly different.
Okay.
There's no fighter sword there.
Yeah.
Wait.
This is I don't like this actually.
Yeah, so cloudies are really annoying. Kind
Especially
of
this
changing,
cloudy in particular.
Yeah, changing what column we need to be in constantly to avoid their attacks.
Ah.
Oh no.
This is this is a fight for sure.
And this is why single segment was not really a valid option before Reddit skip.
Yeah,
I love-
welcome
I
to
love the,
why Reddit skip is good.
Yeah, the sort of explanation as to why. It's honestly funny.
Wait. This is the Metar one. This is the
shimmy.
Metar one.
Yeah.
No, this was a shimmy to the left.
It's the
It was also the Meteor one.
similar wiggle.
We figure we're on the same RNG table because of the chip draw there.
Goodbye, Metor.
Getting absolutely annihilated.
As that Metar deserves.
And okay. I was hoping you would move up.
It's okay, he's got 10 health. You can do it.
Yeah, I can do literally anything.
Okay.
All right. We get a second try at the life virus skip. Nice S rank.
Classic S ranking Magic Man, even with taking a hit.
I was like, how
My
did you
favorite
do that?
My favorite cutscene. My favorite cutscene, Mega Man just laid out on the floor.
But yeah, so as part of this point of no return, you can technically get chips and Zenny in this final comps, right? Because there's a
Yep.
couple fights that happen before Life Virus. And so what Capcom decided was, oh, we'll just save your Zenny counts and your chip pack values to the save file when you clear the game. But we're gonna leave everything else alone. So that means you can technically grab a blue mystery data, all that Phantom Focus.
Just need to see movement. It's not the right movement.
Okay.
Progress.
The next pixel is the
One
right
more.
pixel.
Yes.
There we go.
That's
Nice.
and
Hey,
There we go.
that's Life Fire Skip.
there's there we go. There's an
There we
alarm.
go. We did it. Explosions.
So there's the rocket, and then we skip some cutscenes, and then there is
We end up
time.
with the
Same cutscene.
exact same cutscene.
But yeah, that's why Reddit skip is so good.
Yep.
Oh yeah, like that is what made that category viable.
Not only like it's both Magic Man as a fight existing, and then Life Virus Skip is also one of those things where it's like you have one chance at it. In like any percent, if you really wanted to, you could, just fight Magic Man again and do it again.
Yeah.
You can finish the run, but single segment, it's one chance or you're fighting Life Virus.
Exactly. Yeah, and you saw...
I'm not fighting Life Virus. I'm resetting the console and starting the run over.
Exactly.
You saw during the Magic Man fights that how kind of easy it is to RNG manipulate things in this game just by the fact that we had the same hands so consistently. Because unlike other Battle Network games, RNG does not advance on the title screen in BN1. That's kind of the main thing.
Yes. That lets RNG Minute basically be like free, essentially, from almost any setup. The any percent category is completely manipped, and it's actually a very fun spectacle to watch. It just gets what it wants all the time.
Yep.
Zenny routing is perfect because you know what drops you're going to get. You get your 60 chips in a perfect situation. You get random chip drops that are so good that they get used in the folder later on for future manips. It's actually a really fun category to experience.
Yeah, if you saw the run through the internet through like Door Virus and Bomb Man segments, in any percent, all of that is done as basically a single manip that gets a couple encounters to get a couple chips and then nothing else.
Yep.
Jeez, the RNG manipulation is absurd in this game.
It is so powerful.
No, thank you so much for being willing to showcase like the original ending of what single segment used to look like, and give folks context for why Reddit Skip is so good.
Yeah. This is a very fun run. I would not recommend fighting Magic Man, but doing Reddit Skip
0 out of 10 do not recommend.
Reddit Skip makes this category very enjoyable, and I would highly recommend if people want a RPG speedrun that is, it's under 2 hours. It's well under 2 hours.
But hear me out. Would you want to fight Magic Man if we could destroy that Metar every time?
if he always spawned a Metar and didn't spawn Swordies and Cloudies, sure. Why not? Yeah.
But yeah, the this being an RPG that's under 2 hours and is also not one that you have to learn a manipulation for is really, really cool. There are like that actually reminds me that the show Out of the Box that airs every other Wednesday is going to be doing a similar thing with Heart Gold, Pokemon Heart Gold on their show. With their next episode, and that'll be really cool. So like we're showcasing some RPGs that don't require knowledge on how to manipulate the RNG at all, and I think that makes games like this a lot more accessible for sure.
Yeah.
But do y'all have any final shout outs as we wrap up?
Again, shout outs to like Team BN, great set of resources in the Discord. A lot of notes, including some of my own for like BN1 and BN6 routes that are fairly beginner friendly. And yeah, thank you for having us on, Amber. I know it was a fairly short notice.
Yeah, planning right after a mainline event is always one of those, all right, we got to get this together, folks. One of those big moments because everyone has been busy due to the main event. But thank you again for being on. And Ice and Rich, thank you for being here, for doing commentary. Y'all have been fantastic. And thank you all in chat for being here tonight. And please remember to look after yourselves and your loved ones. Drink some water, stretch your legs, eat a snack, take your medication or vitamins if you need to. And please remember that you are valid, you deserve the best, and the world is a better place with you still in it. And if you missed out on As Seen on TV or Passion Project, stay tuned as we replay both shows right after this. And tune in tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern for Oops, All Elder Scrolls, hosted by Jiggy. And I will catch you all. Next show is going to be, if I can do dates, August 8th, and I'll be joined by Nico Hart running the altars. So I'll see y'all at 10 p.m. Eastern on Friday, August 8th. I'll see y'all on the other side. Good night.
Play more Battle Network games.